this, right?
Larry, would you please introduce yourself in your district?
I'm Larry Seaquist, and I represent the 26th district. That runs from downtown Bremerton down through Port Orchard, Gig Harbor, and out to Key Peninsula. And it includes the two major ferry runs of Southworth and Bremerton.
How did the Save Our Ferries rally come about?
Well, the Plan C group organized several working groups, and one of them was the outreach messaging group. So they organized everybody from all up in the islands of San Juans down through Vashon and all of the crews. So it was a lot of citizens, a lot of public officials, all gathered together to come down steps of the Capitol and make a statement about how important they thought the ferries are. And now you're going to look at the video that came out of that very important ferry rally.
We have Representative Larry Seaquist.
Good morning. Great to see you guys. I apologize for being late. I was meeting with the House leadership talking about economic recovery. And as you know, making sure that our ferry system is top-notch is an integral part of our economic recovery plan. We must have these ferries operating the way they should be, delivering the service we need, or we will not be able to dig our way out of this economic hole. So the idea that we're going to save money by removing money from the ferries and putting it someplace else is not economic good sense. Right over there, you can see on the steps of the Temple of Justice is a Plan C makes good sense, C-E-N-T-S. What's really important, I think, is to look around at who you are. We get down here almost every day, a group of citizens organized around some issue, carrying signs and wearing sweatshirts and saying, you know, we need something. What's different about you is very important. It's two important things. One is who you are. This is not only a group of ferry-hugging people who just love ferries because we ride on them. It's not only us ferry huggers, it's all the businesses, the chambers of commerce, the government, the county commissioners, all the mayors, the military, U.S. Navy, which is a major use, the security interests of the state, and very importantly, it's all the crews. Every single maritime union has been involved with us. These are the people who voluntarily came down here and stood on these steps to tell the governor that they were going to take a pay freeze. We need to make sure that the pay freeze they took, the budget savings that came for that, gets plowed back into the budget. That wasn't to build somebody else's something. That pay freeze was to keep this ferry system running. The other important thing about who you are is what you've done. Instead of just coming down, holding signs and saying, we want something, you have brought down some hard thought, carefully worked out set of ideas about exactly what ferry system you'd like to have, and most importantly, how to save enough money to actually pay for it. So I really applaud everything you've done. You've been wonderfully responsible as citizens and as good, sharp, pencil-wielding taxpayers about how we make sure that this ferry system is part of our recovery, that it delivers what we want, and that we don't meet here 9 years later remembering that we waved signs and we got nothing. That's not acceptable this time. Thank you.
What are the next steps for Plan C and the ferry system?
It's two sides. For the community, the Ferry Community Partnership, they're meeting this weekend. They've been gathering together, meeting by email. They're coming together in Bremerton on Saturday. There are more meetings up in Whidbey and the islands across the weekend. Members, in addition to me, there are other members out talking to their constituents. And then next week, we'll all meet here in the legislature, the Ferry Caucus. The members of the Ferry Caucus will get together. We just had breakfast together to talk about this. We'll get together again next Monday. We're going to look at, we're going to talk to the shipyard builders, try to understand the building plans, and then figure out where to go go from here, based on what the communities say they want to have for their ferry system.
So what's with the life preserver there?
Well, we had this life preserver here, and when the ferries issue came up, we just modified the label over here to save our ferries, because it's important that we keep this ferry system operating. The communities of the West Sound, the islands, all these ferry communities need this ferry system as part of their lifeline to the rest of the state.
How can your constituents get in contact with you?
They can look at the information on the screen by clicking into the legislative website, phone that number, send an email. We enjoy getting those emails. Don't worry about the format, just send us a note or give us a phone call, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.